Hey guys, it's Jessie V. How are you doing today? I hope you are amazing. So today's story time isn't gonna be super long. It actually just happened to me yesterday, so I had to tell it no matter how long the length was. It was just so bizarre to me. So here we go. It's not super long, but it's still interesting to tell. So yesterday I was just sitting down editing some videos when my sister came home from work. And I don't know if you guys know this yet, but I bought a new car recently, and my sister actually hasn't been in it yet. So she was like,
Jess, take me in your new car. Take me around in your new car. I want to see how it is. I want to see how smooth it drives. Take me in your car.
So I mean, that was cool. I wanted to do that for her. So we went out on the highway. We were driving for a while, and all of a sudden she asked me if I was hungry, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I kind of am hungry. So we decided to go to this cute little restaurant with a patio. We sat out there, had some appetizers, and right beside this restaurant there was a bookstore. And I love the bookstore. I mean, not even over exaggerating. Back when I was in high school, I was either at the library or the bookstore. I am surprised my parents did not put out a missing persons report, because I was there all day. Whenever someone said, where's Jessie? People would be like,
probably at the bookstore.
So when my sister brought up at dinner that we should go to the bookstore after, I was like, yes, you don't even need to ask me. So that is what we did after dinner. And Mandy and I really, Mandy's my sister's name, we really have similar taste in books. We like mystery novels, horror novels, thrillers, so that's what we were looking for. And Mandy found this book that was about a man who stalked this woman, and it's from the stalker's point of view, which is super different. I've never read a book like that before. So she chose that one, and she also wanted to buy a dream journal because she sees how I use mine, and she's like, I want a dream journal too.
So I got this. This is gonna be my dream journal.
She takes after me. And it's so pretty. Look up close. There's little planets on it and the sun. I found this and I was like, this is a good one.
The pages are golden.
Yeah, I love this journal. You know what?
And
you got another book, yeah.
It's called You, and it's supposed to be a little freaky. It's about a guy that stalks this girl.
I mean, look at the cover. It's she looks like a ghost almost. So while we were walking around this bookstore, you know when you just feel like you're being followed? It's almost like people have this ability to know when they're being watched. So I turn around and kind of look around me, and I see this man, and his head's kind of peeking out behind this bookshelf looking at us. And the minute I turn and spot him, he kind of hides again. And I was like, what the heck was that about? So we kind of just brush it off. We continue walking through the aisles. And that's when Mandy looks at me and she's like,
Jess, that man is still following us. He's still looking at us.
And no one wants to hear that. So it kind of sent shivers down my spine. I was like, why is he watching us? So I told Mandy, I was like, okay, we need to kind of hurry this up. Let's pay for the books. Let's get home.
This would be the corner of a shelf, and he would be
he'd peer around the corner and stare at us.
Yeah, and he wasn't subtle about it at all.
So we start walking up to the cash, and there's a big line because everyone loves to buy books. So we get in line, and as we're waiting, we see this guy start walking over to us. And the entire time that he's walking, he's just glaring at us straight into our soul. So I was like, Mandy, I think he's gonna come talk to us. It looks like he's gonna come talk to us. And I wasn't wrong, because that's what he did. He walked right up to us, and he was like,
I noticed that you guys are gonna buy some books.
And we were like, yep, we're gonna buy some books today. And he was like,
what books did you get? Can I see your books?
And without us even saying yes, he just grabs the books right out of my sister's hand, just grabs them and starts looking at them. So the first book he looks at is that stalker one, and he literally, okay, you guys are not gonna believe me, this is so weird. He goes,
yeah, I was actually thinking of buying this book. It's actually really relatable. I think it looks really good.
And I was like, yeah, of course it's relatable, because you stalk people. And then he looks at her dream journal and he's like,
what's this for? Why are you getting this book?
And my sister was like, oh no, it's a journal to write my dreams in. And he was in the most serious tone ever. He was like,
dreams are meant to be forgotten.
Okay, deep much? So that was deep. So then I was just trying to be nice back to him. So I was like, oh, what books do you have? And he pulls out the most random selection of books. Okay, so the first book has this massive weed symbol on it. it, and it says All About Weed. That was the first book that he had, and I was like, okay, that's really weird. And then the second book that he has is like this silhouette of a naked person, and then the title is like All About Jews and Christianity, which the title made no sense with the picture on the book. And then he had a third book that was like a spell book. I don't know, it said like spells on the book. Those three things just don't mesh together. Like, it was almost like he was shopping for three different people, but he was like,
these books just really interest me, like I really want to read them.
and I was like, okay, that's cool. So it was like nice meeting you, trying to like kind of end the conversation. So as we turn back around, he like taps me on the shoulder and he's like,
Yeah, sorry for asking about your books. I've just been kind of like looking at you guys since you've been here, and you really intrigued me, and I really just wanted to see what books you got.
so then we finally pay for the books, we go back out to our car, and because he was right behind us in line, he was kind of going out to his car at the same time, and it was so weird because he started his car, but he just sat there looking at us until we left the parking lot. Like, he would not leave his spot in the parking lot until we did. It was just, I don't know, it was just such a strange thing, and it made me feel really uneasy. And there's nothing wrong with talking to people in a store. Like, if he had come up to us and asked us about our books, that's cool, but it was kind of what happened leading up to that. Like, he was following us around, peering around shelves at us, like staring at us. Like, that just, I don't know, it makes me super uneasy, and it was just strange. I know it's not the most exciting story in the entire world, but I just told it as it happened. I'm not gonna make things up to make it more interesting. And plus, it happened to me yesterday, so I just had to tell you guys. I tell you guys everything. No matter how crazy it is, no matter how small it is, I just tell you guys about it. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. Before I go, you guys know how I create surprise packs on my merch website. So basically, if you buy one, I put together a surprise pack filled with like clothing, like jewelry, all kinds of funky items that you won't know what they are until you open the surprise pack. And the thing is, it's usually really like girly things for girls. So I thought I would make a bro pack, which is more directed towards guys. But the thing about this pack is it doesn't have to just be for guys. Like, if you're a girl and you don't like girly things, then this pack is for you. Or if you're a guy and you prefer more girly things, then, you know, the normal pack is for you. So anybody can get either of these packs. So for example, in this bro pack, you can get all kinds of stuff, including like my artwork. So here I have a picture of two elves. Let me show you. These are two elves that I made. You will get a signed photo of me. You can get like a V-Team bracelet. I also make necklaces for guys. So this one has like a skull on it. I think it's really cool. It's really hard to see. And every single pack is different, and they're all packaged by me, and I'll also put a signed note in there from me. So yeah, I just thought I would tell you guys about that. So as usual, my social media information is below, along with my vlog channel and my P.O. Box information, so check that out. And until next time, guys, bye!